Hey, Pawn family, what's up? It's Yigal, and I'm going to go live to talk to you guys about a phone call I had just the other day with another pawnbroker. If you're on the call, say hello. If you watch it on the replay, you can also say hi, and I'll check it out. Had a strategy call, and this one was a doozy. It was really hard because I was talking with an older gentleman who was saying how his manager messed up his store, and his partner messed up his store, and his staff messed up his store. And he just kept on going on for like 15, 20 minutes, blaming everybody for what was going on in his shop. His pawn balance was down, his sales were down, his clients were down, but he kept on blaming everybody else. And I stopped him. And I said, sir, I can't continue this phone call unless you take ownership and you understand that this is your fault. At first he was taken back, like, well, what do you mean it's my fault, Yigal? I said, that's right. I can't continue this conversation until you realize that as the owner of the pawn shop, it's your responsibility to hold people accountable. It's your responsibility to know what's happening in your store. And it's your responsibility to go down with the ship if the ship goes down. You know, sailors and Navy men, they always say that the captain goes down with the ship. And it's the same in business. I'm not asking you to go down with the ship, but you've got to take responsibility and ownership of what's happening in your shop. I had one person tell me the other day that they're paying a marketing firm. And when I went to go check their Facebook and their Instagram, there was 9 posts. And he's like, well, I don't know. I'm not checking. See, as a pawn shop owner, you have to take ownership. You have to take responsibility for what's happening in your location. Now, you can have managers who report to you, and then you can spot check them if you need to. You can have assistant managers, whatever it is the makeup of your corporation, your company, your pawn shop, it doesn't matter. But it all starts with ownership. It all starts with understanding that this is your baby. It all starts with understanding that if no one's going to take care of it, who will? If you're not going to take care of it, who's going to be there? You're the one signing the checks. You're the one who gets to retire from this in the future. So if you're going to do it right. If you're going to do it, take ownership. Because the moment you take ownership, then we can look back at the mistakes and we can fix them. And when I said this to this gentleman, he kind of paused and he said, you know what, Yigal, you're right. It is my fault. It is me. I'm the captain of the ship, and I have to take responsibility for it. I'm the captain of the ship, and if something bad happens, that means that I didn't see it. I didn't hold somebody accountable for it. And so, yes, let's continue the conversation. And man, was I so happy to hear that from this gentleman, because we were able to continue the conversation. We were able to work on some issues happening in his shop. And then I realized that's how leadership happens. When you realize that it's your responsibility, when you take ownership, when you can clarify that, that's one of the first steps to leadership and success. Because then you can make a change. Then you can change things in your shop. And there's no denial. There's no blaming other people. You can change you first. And then afterward, you can change the store. You can change other people. You can change the way you hire. It doesn't matter. So my challenges to you are to look into the mirror and write down exactly what's going on in your store. What's the good and what's the bad and what's the ugly. And the next thing is to communicate that to the people around you. And apologize for not holding them accountable. Apologize for not keeping your word when you said that you would. And reorganize so that taking ownership and moving forward, you as the captain can sail a ship that's successful and not a ship that's sinking. I've talked about the pawn pirates. If you keep the pawn pirates on the ship, it's your fault. So pawn family, take ownership. Pawn family, take responsibility. Pawn family, stop blaming other people. for what's happening in your shops. And we can talk about this in your life as well. Stop blaming other people for what's happening in your life, in your relationship, with your health. Take ownership, take action, take responsibility. So that when that happens, you can move forward and you can be successful and grow that palm balance and grow the bottom line so you can live that epic life. So you can make more money, so you can stress less, which is why we become entrepreneurs. This is an incredible business, incredible time to be in this business. So take a moment, go to pawnleaders.com and download the 3 pillars of profitable pawn shops. And I'll walk you through 12 steps that you need to do in order to become more profitable, in order to become happier as a pawn shop owner. Check it out. Go to pawnleaders.com and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks a lot.